All right, everybody. It's Monday for me. December 9th, Vlogmas Day 9. It is just a few minutes after 9 a.m. and I am finally sitting down at my desk to get caught up from the weekend. But I wanted to open up this video. I wanted to get on here and show you the progress on my socks though, because I don't know where I left off on showing my sock progress. I think I did show my cozy knitter last night, but I'll start by showing you my cozy knitter. Actually, let me look at my work schedule because I honestly don't know how many meetings I actually have. Also, can we talk about how for the first time in my life I was able to fit all of my thick long hair into a claw clip, and I'm 100% certain it probably looks terrible from the back, but it looks pretty okay from the front, and it's like nice and out of my way. Hello. Round of applause for me. Let me look at my schedule actually. What the heck do I have going on today? Probably a bunch of random crap as always. Love when things that I needed to do last Monday are now on my this Monday sheet and I don't want to do them. I have 1, 2, 3 meetings today. 4 meetings. Why isn't this one on my calendar? Okay, well, I'll have to work that out, but looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 meetings on my calendar today. 2 of them are one-on-ones though, with my manager and my direct report, so those don't necessarily take all that much work. And then I have a marketing call today, and then I have a strategy call to discuss some like long-term strategy and goals for my personal program, and how we can kind of grow it in the territory that I manage. So I'm actually very excited for that because that's kind of a low stakes call too. It's like brainstorming. Okay, hey. So yeah, I have a couple of calls today, but I am free until 11:30. So, gosh, I need to go to the post office to get stamps for my holiday cards. Oh, I don't want to do that today. Well, I'm either going to have to do it today or tomorrow. Interesting. Well, I don't know why I'm telling you this in the first place, but that's what my day looks like. Hey. Oh, because I was going to tell you I'm probably going to Pomodoro on it if I actually have time. And I do have time this morning, so I will try, and I only think I'll be able to knit during maybe one of these calls. And it just got shortened to 30 minutes rather than an hour. Whatever. Anyway, let me show you my cozy knitter because I will try my best to sneak in some stitches today. Honestly, I've been pretty good keeping up to date with my stripe a day. I haven't timed myself, but I watched an episode of The Sinner last night. I started season 3, by the way. I watched an episode of The Sinner last night, and I think it was maybe 50 minutes long, and I got through almost all of my stripes in that time. I'm a slow knitter, you guys. I'm sure faster than some people, but slower than I would like to be. If you knit faster, you knit more, right? Anyway, so here's my cozy knitter. Up to yesterday. This is yesterday's stripe. And I can see what today's color is. I have both of these din. Woohoo. Super pretty. I am mostly through the leg of this sock that I've been gift knitting. I really need to finish this. Honestly, probably this week if I'm going to package it up and ship it across the country as an early Christmas present. Which the thought of trying to finish this sock this week honestly stresses me out. But I will say I'm off work on Friday because I don't know if I talked about this. But if you're a previous Vlogmas watcher, usually at some point in early December, I have what we call a grand day out with my lady-in-laws, and we usually pick like an art museum or something like artsy to go do, and we go to lunch. And so our grand day out is on Friday. So I took the day off of work for our grand day. So that'll be really fun, and I'm really looking forward to that. But since I do have a grand day, I don't anticipate me being the one who's driving, so it will be nice for me to bring my knitting along on that excursion. So that might help me get caught up because I don't have like mostly a full day, but I do have honestly a crazy town USA week this week. Like I have a lot of calls. I have a lot of calls this week, and then the days that I don't have a lot of calls, I just have a lot of random like catch-up work to be doing. So I'm hoping that this week is a little more seamless and no fires. I do not want to be a firefighter this week. I don't want to be a firefighter. If anybody you know or you works for a nonprofit organization, you know how much of a firefighter you might need to be sometimes. And quite frankly, I was more of a firefighter last week than I wanted to be. And I'm taking the hat off today. I'm not pulling out my hose, and I'm not saving everybody. I'm not pulling people out of the building this week. They have to save themselves. I'm not on the other end of 911 this week. Anyway, I'm about to show you my Woolens and Nosh socks. So if you, again, as usual, are trying to avoid a spoiler, now is your time to please look away. And now that you are looking away, here are my socks. I'm still liking really where these are going. Super fun. I'm getting to the point now where I don't know when the heck to put my heel in. I don't know. I compared it to my cozy knitter last night. And you can tell that the cozy knitter is a little shorter than where I am with my Woolens and Nosh. See what I'm saying? So, and I think it's just because there's this black stripe in between all the Woolens and Nosh colors, as you can see. So I honestly don't know. This is probably going to be the tallest sock on planet Earth. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I mentioned this. I did hear from somebody. I'm going to put these down so you can come back. Woolens and Nosh spoiler avoider, so you can come back and safe. I don't know if I talked about this, but I read somewhere that, or what, somebody somewhere said there's a Woolens and Nosh video about their best like tips and tricks to knit these socks, and they recommended only using the contrast color for the heel. But I have not watched that video, so maybe I need to watch that video and see if they have, if they have any like tricks or tips that might help me with my heel placement. I do have faith and confidence in my knitting abilities because I have done this in previous years, but I don't know, worst case scenario, they're too long and I give them to somebody else. That's literally the worst case. I don't know what else. Like worst case, they're too long and I give them to my sister or something. I don't know. She really likes them. So if they were too long and they fit her, she'd be getting them. But hopefully she's not going to watch this and put like some voodoo spell on me so that they are too long so she can have them. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to put the heel in. I think I'm going to go till probably day 12 like I do for my cozy knitter, and kind of assess from there if it's ready for the... I'll probably just need to pull out my best fitting pair of socks and count exactly how many rows that I will need from the, like where you pick up the stitches to start doing the gusset decreases until the toe. And once I know that, that should give me a good idea for how many stripes I have left, or how many stripes I should put on my foot, which in theory then would allow me to know where to put my heel in, if that makes sense. Anyway, I did talk about this in another Vlogmas, so you should be getting the gist of what I am trying to do. Anyway, it's bad bitch o'clock. Yeah, it's thick 30. Okay. I got my chair. My office chair is honestly the worst. I bought this because it was all I could afford when we first moved back here from Vegas. And man, when I tell you I have put my butt on this so many times, it is squeaky squeaky. I could really benefit from a new office chair. Oh, I'm looking at my yarn over here, which you can't see in the frame, but I need to open day 9, and then I've been literally talking for 15 minutes, so I need to open this yarn and then get back to work. Okay, day 9. Again, I just never feel like this lighting does these colors justice, but this is turning like more teal, like a bright teal. Love it. All right. I don't know what else to say here. I wonder if I throw this over here if I'll make it. Let's see. Close enough. Oh, did you see the back of my hair? Was it awful? I don't know. Anyway, okay. I this morning need to put an events sheet together. I need to start working on my 38 holiday cards that I'm sending to volunteers and people who are in my program. And this other project I don't want to do. It's data work. And last week, data ruined my life. I got to do the 2 other things. I want to start the day with the holiday cards because it's easy and it's nice. But I got to do this other work first. It's so much more important. It's time to eat the frog. I just came all the way downstairs to get a drink and fill up my coffee, and I forgot my coffee mug upstairs. I'm having a cranky Monday. My hands are cracked and dry. My lips are cracked and dry. My skin is just cracked and dry everywhere. I feel like I need to exfoliate my body into oblivion until there's nothing left. Until my skin is back to the way it was when I was 6 months old and perfect baby butt skin. I'm so cranky. I don't like the winter. You know, one of my lady-in-laws, actually Zach's grandparents, asked me yesterday because of how cold it was last week. They said they thought about me every day because of how cold and windy and nasty it was out. And we joked about it because my husband over the weekend also asked me, he's like, Christina, what, like realistically, when the weather is this cold and gross, like, or colder and grosser, is there anything you would actually leave the house for? And I said, not much. And he was like, puppies? And I'm like, probably not. Coffee? Probably not. Couldn't pay me. I don't want to go. I told him last week that we're moving because I don't want to live in winter anymore. But like in all seriousness, if our family wasn't here, we would not be here. I think about this too. I'm like, we really want to buy a house. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do we want to buy a house here? Because if we buy a house here, then that means we can't change our mind. I mean, we could, but it'd be a lot harder. I've been putting this chapstick on for literally 2 minutes. What am I doing? What did I come down here for? Oh my gosh. To get a drink because I'm so dry and thirsty. That's what. I bought this greens juice and we totally forgot to drink it, and it's not opened, but it says Best Buy November 27th. It's December 9th. Do I dare take a swig right now? I'm gonna take a swig. Well, maybe make sure I shake it up really good. It smells so bad. I don't think it's bad, but it doesn't taste good. I had to run downstairs and get it. But remember I was telling you I was trying to finish my Aldi juice so I could have my favorite one? It's this. It is the Immunity Blend, green and red apples, oranges, and carrots. OMG, this is about to be amazing. All right, fat pinch of Celtic sea salt going in. I'm gonna put some juice in here. And then I'm gonna top it off with coconut water. Basically, this is a giant adrenal mocktail. And a little splash of water. I'm gonna mix it together. Okay. I did a little twerk in there too, but you missed it. Everything I needed. Okay, what else am I down here for? I wanted more coffee. Maybe I don't need more coffee. I left my cup upstairs though. All right. A robo vacuum's going. Getting up to no good. Haven't re-tabbed my house yet. But sometimes I find it and it just falls down the steps. I don't know what happens to it, but it just says it's tired of its life and it tries to end it. Okay. Alright. I gotta get back to work. Also, I can't complain about the cold right now because it's like 55 degrees outside and it's rainy as all get out, but gotta be grateful for the weather when it's not that bad. Gratitude is the attitude. You like my donut pen? Hey, I never want the ink to run out of this pen. Okay, I gotta go. Goodbye. OMG. It's crazy how fast the day gets away from you. And I had all of these grand plans of getting a bunch of other stuff done today, and I really got caught up in 400 other things, just like I said I wasn't going to. And now it's 5:12, and I am trying to get ahead of my week by putting stamps, not stamps because I don't have them, return, what am I saying? Address stickers on the holiday cards that I'm sending out to people because I didn't get a chance to work on these today. And I have about 40 cards that I need to mail out on Wednesday. And tomorrow I have a lot of meetings and things on my calendar that I'm putting these not in alphabetical order. Get it together, Kristina. Anyway, so I'm trying to do my labels now because it'll give me one less thing to do so that I can start to write out my holiday cards. I don't know if I'm going to do this tonight. I feel like it would be nice to get off my plate and I won't be as stressed out later in the week. I'm also off on Friday. I think I mentioned that, so it's probably good that I'm getting ahead of this now. I don't like working overtime if I don't have to, but this is kind of a meaningless task. And I could potentially do this in the office on Wednesday, but I have other things I need to do while I'm in the office. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I was only able to knit the stripe on one sock. I did pull out my Woolens and Nosh sock and I knit a whole 2 contrast color rows on it. So I will need to get to that later tonight. But you're welcome for a super chatty episode today. Probably little to no knitting at all. It's 5:15, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna end this here. Probably gonna end this here. So I can work on some of this, figure out dinner, and I want to do like a self-care night and exfoliate myself from head to toe because I feel as crusty as can be because of the cold weather. Anyway, I don't know. I think this might be all for today's video. So thanks for watching. Oh, shoot. Thanks for watching. Happy whatever the day of the week it is that you're watching this. Tuesday, potentially. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.